Evening guys, this is Pakistani Pepper, fresh from the barbers as you can see, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create a quick slideshow of your pictures using iMovie. iMovie is a fantastic tool that can be used to create a lot of professional looking presentations even when you don't have a lot of know-how on how to actually use it. So we're first going to start by opening up iMovie. As soon as you manage to do this, which I'm sure will be faster on your computer than on mine, once you do this, you're going to see basically nothing if you haven't been working on projects for a while. So what you're going to want to do is click up here in the left corner where it says New, where it says create a new movie or new trailer. I want to create a new movie, and I'm going to pick the theme of photo album. There's other themes here that you can use. Some are more appropriate for things like basically college presentations and stuff like that. But I'm going to go with photo album if I actually want to create something like for, family and stuff like that. But again, there's stuff here for travel. There's stuff here for everything if you want to use it. So, and I'm going to call this Memories. Once I manage to do that and I throw in this memories folder, you'll notice it says here no clips found. So obviously you need clips. At this point I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click import. And I'm going to say something along the lines of, on the desktop I have this in a folder labeled UFC for some reason. I have a bunch of pictures that I saved of families basically, because we don't have a lot of pictures of my family because we're Desi and Desi families don't really do that. So, once we have all these pictures, here's what you can do. You can choose to drag them in any order you want. For example, let's say I want to start with this picture. So I'm going to drag it here. And at this point, you'll notice because I picked template, it automatically created a starting title based on what I'd selected earlier. Right now it says memory, so I want to say my memory book. And as you can notice, that's what it becomes here. Either way, once I'm done with that, what I'm going to start doing is now I can drag more pictures that I might want. So then, for example, I drag this. If you notice here, there's a little break in the middle here for this tiny transition basically. You can pick your own transitions here from the content libraries. But what you want is, in the template, it's going to pick it on itself. What you don't want is to have no transitions. So if the format you picked didn't have one, or you chose not to pick a template, you better make sure you hit that transitions button and drag transitions over. Right now, I'm not going to do that because that's just going to mess up my video, but so you get the idea. Now, I don't want to drag all of these images one by one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on them and I'll hit Command A, and then I can unselect the two I've already used by hitting Command and clicking on those two specifically. And now the rest I'm going to drag in here. And now basically, as you can see, all my images are there, and if you notice, all of them have automatically had transitions put in the middle. Now, once that happens, currently my video is 43 seconds, which is about a good length. If you notice, it automatically placed a title at the end here, directed by, and then that's the name of my user account, student. So instead of that, I'm going to say Pakistani Pepper. I love how it picked the saddest picture to end on. Anyway, once we do all that, you can go to the front and you can press space and you'll start seeing a little, basically sort of a preview of what's happening on your video. Now, this looks nice and all. If you notice, they even pick automatic movements for you, like where the video is going to travel to. If you double click on it, you can click this so that the video starts here and ends here. So now it's going to look something like, see how it started there this time and ended there at the bottom? Like that. You can do that. But now, as nice as that looks, there's still one more thing we can add, and that's actually maps and sounds. So what I'm going to go ahead is, why did I say maps and sounds? Sound effects. So anyway, Once I go into the list, you can add your own music here, but they actually have a bunch of music that you can add. I like to add the music that's roughly the same size, so for something like this, maybe I would need something like sweet. So if I click here, that sounds very epic, I don't need that. So maybe something along the lines of jungle. Nah. Modern? There we go, that sounds cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like I did with the pictures first, I'm gonna pick and I'm gonna drag it all the way to the bottom right here. So now, when I go to the front, here's what my video looks like. And as you can see, it automatically sized all the pictures, did everything, yada yada yada. So that's all happening. But now notice something important here. It's at the end, because my images were only about 40 seconds long and my music was not. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go to the end of the video and I'm going to click something like, I don't know why it's not letting me split it, but either way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to drag it all the way back. And once I do that, I drag it all the way back to the end. And now if you notice here, what I just did, I actually said zoom in or zoom out on clips. So I zoomed out so it would be easier for me to drag, and now I'm zooming back in so it's easier for me to be precise. So if you notice here, there's a little thing in the middle of that where it says fade audio out. I'm going to go ahead and start fading the audio out. When I drag it back, what that means is the audio is going to start getting faded by the time we get to basically this end picture. So now it's going to look something like... And just like that, my entire video, the full 43 seconds, is ready. So at this point, what I want to do is I can always click on Enhance. So I picked Enhance, and hopefully that should make it a little nicer. And then I can click Share. Now with Share, it's going to give you a bunch of options. Last time I tried YouTube, it looked pretty dated, like the way I had to sign into Google or whatever, so I just give that up. What I do is I click on File, and I save this. Whatever you want to make the title is fine. The quality, as you can see, tells you the estimated size. And as soon as I'm done with that, let's say I want to pick a high quality and I want to do this. And then next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save it right in the same folder where I had the media. And I'm going to say Memories, Final Video. Save. And now, if you notice up here, it's actually doing this, where it's showing the activity. This was not there before, where it's exporting that. And right now that's going to take roughly 4 minutes because I'm recording and my computer's using that. But at this point you can shut down all other apps so that your computer can focus all its resources on just exporting. And that's basically it. With that, you would have your entire video ready. So as always, this is Pakistani Pepper saying peace out, stay peppery. Don't forget, sometimes life's best lessons are in the stories we hear least. And if you have any comments or concerns, please let me know in the comments. Have a wonderful day, guys.